Okay, welcome to this CCNA Security 210-260 lab setup with GNS3. So we look into the prerequisites and you'll be looking at the installing and configuring GNS3 and do some of the base configuration to get the GNS3 up and running. And we'll be downloading our ASA and iOS images and you will set them up inside GNS3. And you will talk about the VirtualBox integration, meaning that we will be able to run Windows operating system or Linux operating system or Mac operating system inside of GNS3. Okay, so now we will be downloading the required software. So we'll download GNS3 first, then we will download the lab files. Looks like there's some terminal. Okay, so we'll hook up our browser. Go to www.gns3.com. Now I'm going to click free download. Now it's going to prompt you to sign up if you do not have an account. So you can sign up and download the file. So I already have an account, so I will just sign in and download the file. Okay, now click free download again. Now you will be able to download the setup file according to your operating system. Since I'm using Windows 10, I'm going to download the Windows setup file. Save file. Okay, now we'll show you where to download the iOS and ASA images file. So we will type in, so go to google.com and we will search 210.260 home lab files. Now click the first link that is popped up. And click this 210.260 home lab files.zip. That's the file that you want to download. And click download. And you'll be able to download the file. I think you will require to sign in using any of your preferences to download the file. So I already have the file, so I'm not gonna waste your time. So you can download the file first. So I'm just gonna go through the setup for GNS3 first. So once you have find the setup file, oops. Now I'm gonna click I agree, next. I'm just gonna uncheck some of this stuff here because I already have them installed, so I'm not gonna install them again. Okay, click next, install in the default directory. Okay, yes, completed. Now I'm gonna click no, next, and finished. Okay, let's go back to the slides. So now you have downloaded the lab files in GNS3, and we'll move on to installing and configuring GNS3. So let's launch our GNS3. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna create a default project. So now to add once you have downloaded the file, unzip the file to your location. So I'm just gonna unzip the file. Okay, so once you go inside directory, you should have all of this file, the ASA images and iOS images and the license activation key for the ASA. Okay, so you click edit, preferences, iOS routers. I'm just gonna delete this both away. Okay, now we create a new one, new browse, and you go back to our 260 home files. We'll add 3725 and click no, next. Now I'm just gonna up the RAM to 256. give it a bit of horsepower, and click next. Now I'm gonna leave. Now this is slots for the router, so you can add some extra switches. So this is switch module you can add, or you can even add an additional fast internet module. So I'm gonna do this. Just gonna leave the default. So click next. I'm gonna add two serial interfaces and click next. Now I'm gonna find the idle PC so that to ensure that the PC doesn't, so that ensure that the router doesn't use 100% of the CPU usage. So it's going to take quite a while to find the idle PC. Now just a note that your computer or operating system may fail at this point, may fail at this part. So it's good to off any possible antivirus and firewall and run this thing again. Now it said that it's found my idle PC. Click finished. Now we add the second one. See, I've already gone through this, so I'm gonna make this a fast one. Next, you select the default, find the idle PC. Okay, it's found an idle PC value. Okay, finished. So now you have two routers selected. So now the main difference is that if you are using the 3000 and 3000, you'll be using iOS 12.4, and if you're using 77000 series, you'll be using iOS 15, which is the newer version. Now click OK. Now we'll test the now we'll drag them out. And to connect them together with serial interface. Oops, I think I didn't add them. Configure. Now you may choose to add some of the slots here. So we add the serial interface for T plus. 00 to 010. So now it's connected. So you can start the routers up by either right click and start, or you can choose to click this green arrow here which starts up all the routers together. So I'm just gonna right click and click start. Right click, start. Now to access the router terminal, you can right click console and you get this page. Now your terminal may differ. You should get a brown or black kind of terminal. Now I'm going to show you how to change that to your preferences. Click on console applications here, and you can change this skin value and you will get different results. For example, if I change it to a 2, click OK, console again. Now I realize that I get a black background and a white foreground. So you can actually change, you can actually change the value to get different results. So it's up to you to change to your liking. Okay, so both our routers seems to be healthy. Okay, great. So let's move back to our slides. Okay, now you have checked that we have ensuring that we have the files all everything here. So now you set up the ASA image. So you edit preferences. Now use QEMU to delete this. Use QEMU VMs to emulate to run the ASA image. So before you create the image, you need to create the flash disk for the ASA. So you launch up command line and right click, and you have to run this as administrator. So and make sure that it's run as administrator here. So you go to the GNS3 directory, which is C drive. Now this may differ according to where you have chosen to install the GNS3. and your CD to QEMU. I think it's 2.4 ls dr. Make sure that there's nothing. Oh, there we have one. We did it that way. Okay, now we have sure that we have no flash inside here. So to create the flash image, we have to type QEMU -img, and you can press tab, and you're gonna use the exe, and you create the parameter of create, the name of the thing, the name of the flash. So I'm just gonna name it flash, and the size of the flash. So I'm just gonna give it a 512M, and it's created for me, and it's created. Okay, now you can go back to our GNS3 to create our ASA. Press new and select the ASA 8.4 template. Click next. I'm gonna choose the default. Change this to the I1386. Now you can leave the RAM as 1 gig, but I'm gonna change this to 512 because this host machine does have much RAM. But if you have 8 gigs or 16 gigs of RAM, you can definitely use a 1 gig of RAM to give it a more horsepower. Click next. New browse. Just gonna delete this. Oops. Just gonna delete this away. Now let's go back to where we have created our flash image, GNS3 flash. Yeah, so you select open. And now it asks you if you would like to default copy the flash to the default images directory. Now you can choose to copy it if you want. So I'm just gonna copy it. It's gonna take some time to copy the file. Okay, next. Now you click the checkbox of new image, and you can browse to our 210260 folder. Now you select our ASA init first. Now I ask you if you want to copy it. If you want to default copy it, you can click yes. I'll click no. Nope. Okay, so I pretty much set up the stuff. So I'm just gonna uncheck some of the stuff. So you can deactivate CPU throttling if you have a very powerful CPU. So I'm just gonna leave it the default if you want. Okay, so all seems good. Okay. So now you click on our security devices and drag out our ASA. Okay, just gonna start this baby up and console in. Now it's gonna take some time for the ASA to boot up. Okay, now this is looking good. We have booted up. So I'm just gonna pause the video here because it's gonna take some time to load the ASA, so we will come back once the ASA has been booted up. Okay, so our ASA has been booted up, so you receive this prompt if you want to pre-configure this ASA. I'm just gonna click no, and we have our own ASA, so yeah, by default it has no password, and click no. Okay, so not very nice. We have our own ASA right now. Interface IP brief. Now you'll be notice there will be, it says here that it's gigabit internet, but when you connect this thing up, it shows the internet. So if you are going to apply the IP address, you have to use interface giga, so let's say 01 instead of e interface e0/1. It's going to give you an error. It's just a naming bug, so it's not really an issue here. Okay, so we show flash, and we have not a pretty good, nice clean file here. Now let's go back to our slides. Now realize that if you want to have ASDM inside the ASA, you have to TFTP the ASA image file, which we have it right here. ASDM, you have to TFTP into this, or through some array you can SCP into it if you want. But I'm just going to use a TFTP in. So to do this, you need to have a Windows machine inside our GNS3 topology. So which this moves on to our next slide, which is VirtualBox integration. Now you can integrate GNS3 with VMware Workstation as well if you choose to use VMware Workstation, but VirtualBox is a freeware hypervisor, as type 2 hypervisor. So to install it, you can go to virtualbox.com. Oops, I think it's not called virtualbox.com. Google VirtualBox. Oh, it's .org. Okay, so you download as per your system. Okay, now you realize that. So where am I going to get the Windows file ISO image? So to download the Windows file, Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 10, or maybe you have Linux, you can go to the respective websites to download. So I'm just going to download Windows 8 here. So I'm going to google.com and I'm going to search Microsoft Eval, and it's going to bring you to this TechNet Evaluation Center. So now you realize that you have a lot of the Microsoft technologies that we can evaluate. So the one that you're interested in is Windows 8 Enterprise. Now to download the ISO image, you have to sign in with a Microsoft account. So just gonna sign in one here. Okay, so you click register to continue, and we'll choose the 64-bit version and click continue. Then we'll choose the language English and continue. And we'll be presented with this link to download it. So I have already downloaded it, so I'm not gonna download it. Okay, so once you have installed VirtualBox or VMware or equivalent, go to VirtualBox first. I'm gonna use VirtualBox. So I already have a Windows 8 machine here, which I'm gonna use it later. So to create one, if you want, oops, here. Okay, no, okay. Now you press new and you select the operating system. So basically we just download the 8.1 and name it whatever you want. Click next and you assign the RAM, and it's pretty much the straightforward process. So I'm not gonna guide you through that. So to add the VM inside the VirtualBox, you go to Edit, Preferences. Now you see this tab VirtualBox VM, and then you press New, and you have the list of the VirtualBox that we just created. So I'm just gonna show you this and realize that we have these 3 VMs available for selection. Now an important point before we even add this thing in, we have to ensure that our interfaces is not connected to anything. So you have to click not attached for the VM to be able to use inside. If not, GNS3 will not be able to use the VM. So we're gonna click finished. Now we have our VM inside. Click OK. So just gonna power this down first, because if we don't power it, we can't connect to it. So VM, drag this in. So we plug it to our Internet 1. So I'm gonna start these two machines up. Key. So let's wait on it's booting up. Allow access. So we need so now we'll be setting up the Windows machine to be able to have the ASDM image to TFTP to the Cisco ASA. So I'm gonna set up the base configuration. Interface G1, name if, and the site. Security level 100. IP address of 192.168.1.1.25.0 and no shut the interface. Interface IP with. Okay. So now we'll set up our IP address for the VirtualBox. Should be on the same subnet. So 192.168.1.10 to 168.1.1. Okay, close. Okay, that's a good sign. Shows that we are connected. And ping 192.168.1.1. Okay, we have full connectivity to the router. Okay, just a brief setup before we continue. You have to ensure that this virtual machine has the virtual gas addition set up and Java installed. So to set up the gas installation, because we will be dragging the files to the virtual machine, so you can install by clicking the device insert gas addition CD image. So you're able to run this file, click next and next, and just continue to click next and press install. I already have installed this, so doesn't really matter. Doesn't really bother me with this. Okay, so once you did that, once you installed the gas addition and you have restarted the virtual machine, so we'll select the drag and drop from the host to the guest. So you'll be dropping the ASDM image from our host machine to the virtual machine. So we need a TFTP server. So you'll TFTP 64. So this is the software that we'll be using to download to TFTP to the. So download this, zip, save, so save it to D drive. Okay, now let's go to transfer the TFTP servers. So we'll move this file to our direct VM machine. So we unzip this to the desktop. So now we'll go to our home lab file folder and we'll drag the asdm751.bin file to the virtual machine. So now we'll set up the TFTP server and browse. So we'll browse to our desktop, show dir and ensure that our asdm751.bin is there. Okay, great. Now let's allow access. So let's test our connection to the ASA. .192.168.1.10 Oops, sorry, I'm pinging myself. Don't want. Awesome, we have connectivity. So let's go back to our ASA. So we'll to copy the ASDM file. So we'll copy TFTP there to our flash. Enter. Remote host 192.168.10.10. The file name asdm-751.bin. Enter. Oops. Select the. I typed the wrong server name, so I'm just going to repeat this. It should be 192.168.1.10. Enter, enter, and right now it's TFTPing to the server. So it's gonna take quite a while to transfer the file. So I'm just gonna pause the recording here again, so that we'll come back after the TFTP is completed. Okay, our TFTP is completed. So let's go to show flash to confirm that the ASDM is there. Okay, our ASDM is there. So let's set up the ASA to accept HTTP request and enable the HTTP server. HTTP server enable HTTP 192.168.1.0.55 on the inside interface. Okay, now that we are set out, let's go to our VM browser. Test connection. Okay, we still have connection. Fire up Firefox. Then you will go to access ASDM in HTTPS :// 1.1. Enter. Now you're gonna get this error saying that error code SSL error handling failure alert. Now to fix this error, you have to go back to the ASA and type this command: SSL encryption AES 128 SHA-1 AES. I'm just gonna accept all DH and 28 and DH-AES. Enter. Now this should work if you refresh this page. Yep, we now have this thing. Now it's saying that your connection is not secure because we are using a self-signed certificate. So it should be okay. Now we click Advanced, add exception, confirm security exception, and we should arrive at the ASDM page. So we activate Java. Remember that you have to have Java installed on the computer, installed on this VM machine. So we will later. Okay, so now you can choose to install the ASDM launcher or the run ASDM. So I'm going to choose the Java web start option. Now it's going to take a while to load. Security warning, continue. Oops, seems like our VMs decided to restart. So, well, that's unexpected. We'll resume after the VM is okay. Okay, I found out why my Windows machine restart, because there's an update schedule, so it restarts. So let's get back to our browser. Okay, activate Java, allow data, run ASDM. Run. you're gonna get a security warning, so you just click continue, and it's gonna download the application. Accept the risk, run. Okay, now you get this ASDM-IDM launcher. Because we didn't configure any username, so you can just click OK. Now it's gonna get the updated software and initialize itself from the ASA. So I'm just gonna pause the recording here and get back right after it's done. Okay, we are done loading. So once you're inside, you should be able to see the ASDM 7.5 GUI, and we'll be able to configure some of this stuff here. So you get full access to the ASDM now. Alright, let's go back to the slides. Right, thank you for watching, and hope this helps. And if there's any questions or anything, you can comment below, and I will try to comment as fast as possible to help you out. So thank you for watching, and hope this helps. Bye bye.